This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis.
Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is Wednesday, and I gotta give a shout out to a Michigander in the building. Said they found me on BitBoy's show, but they live in Oregon right now. Shout out to them for the song request. Kimmy Some Love 42. She wanted to hear a song from Fatamata, any song, and I just picked Bissa. I like this a lot. Really smooth song here. Thanks for the song request, and welcome guys to yet another episode. We knocking them down, getting back into the groove of things. Today we're going to be looking at one of the biggest upgrades really since SegWit on Bitcoin. Is it going to be a game changer? I actually mentioned this Taproot upgrade back in October, I believe, of last year. It may have been earlier this year, but at that point they had put the code base for Taproot into the Bitcoin Core library. I think that was back in October of last year. So that was big news, but it has to be activated. So they need to go through that whole step. And will they get enough votes for that? We're going to take a look at all of that today, because again, it's one of the biggest upgrades since SegWit, which was a big mess and caused a lot of infighting within the Bitcoin community. Actually caused the creation of Bitcoin Cash and even Bitcoin Gold from that SegWit hard fork upgrade. Let's see if that's going to be the case with this Taproot. Are we going to see another split with the community? We'll talk about that today. And also, Dogecoin, man, this thing keeps getting, you know, people say cats have 9 lives. Well, dogs must have 100 lives, because this thing keeps getting saved by more headlines. I've never seen a coin get saved so many times by a headline. Coinbase looks like it saved Dogecoin. It got another lifeline, I should say, and it was up 40% in one day because of Coinbase listing Dogecoin. Is this good news long term for Dogecoin, or do I think this is a just temporary pop? I'll give you my 2 Satoshis on that. And then lastly, yes, it's been a long time coming for ETH 2.0. I know a lot of people thought, wait, ETH 2.0 is here. Not really. You know, this is phase 0 that we experienced last year, but really nothing changes. So we really won't see any performance changes from this upgrade to ETH 2.0 until phase 1. We're still in phase 0. Phase 1 is many years out, and this is why I'm saying that I don't believe that Ethereum will be that go-to smart contract blockchain. Ethereum currently, with its move up to over $4,000, was really just on a speculative play. Wasn't fundamentally, because if anyone were paying attention on the fundamental sides of things, Ethereum 2.0 as we know it, is the sharding and all that upgraded capacity and all that, that's not coming for many years now. 2022, late 2022, maybe even 2023. All this price move up from Ethereum is all based on it being utilized by the financial industry. Basically, Ethereum going down the road of Bitcoin. Not saying that Ethereum isn't going to head higher in price. I think it is, but I think many people are confused as to why they like Ethereum. It shouldn't be because you think it's the best smart contract blockchain. It totally isn't. You're going to have others come out the woodwork and really dethrone, I think, Ethereum from a smart contract perspective very soon, because more and more people are starting to realize that Ethereum's just not cutting it when it comes to smart contracts and doing it in an efficient way. So we're going to take a look at what Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin said about ETH 2.0 and how long it's taken. He's actually a little surprised, and so we'll go through the details on that. That's out of Cointelegraph. All 3 articles coming up on this episode of My 2 Satoshis. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. So of course, we need to take a look at the technicals really quickly. We did see it move up since yesterday's video. However, we have to keep in mind, we want to watch the area of about $42,000 Bitcoin, and I would say $32,000 Bitcoin. So I'm just going to highlight this region right here. That purple region you see is where I think we're going to be consolidating until we figure things out. I personally think we're still going to have to test that $20,000, $22,000, $21,000 Bitcoin. So that is still, in my opinion, in play. Might be wrong, but I also might be right. And Crypto Blood has been right more than he's been wrong in this crypto game. So we'll see what happens though. But that's where we are. We're in a consolidation zone, as you guys can see there. So I wouldn't get too excited until you see pricing above $42,000 Bitcoin. And I wouldn't get too concerned until you see prices below $30,000 Bitcoin. All right. So the heat map for today, we've got a green board across this map. The outperforming ones are BNB. Hits up 17% today. It's trading at $410. DOT is up 15%. Doge is up 30%. Overall, everyone is pretty much in the green today. Bitcoin is up 5.5%. It is trading at $37,872. Remember, watch the $42,000 marker. Ethereum trading at $2,759. It's up 8.5%. That's pretty heavy. Let's check in on our delegated proof of stake coins. EOS up 4.6%. TRX is up 6.2%. And we got Wax is up 7% today. So a strong day for all of the altcoins. But let's take a look at this dog that's got 9 lives. Dogecoin gets back to pre-crash prices as 16 million in Doge shorts gets liquidated. Yeah, the shorts were piled in pretty heavily for Dogecoin because you know, people thought it was heading lower, including me. I didn't short it, but definitely thought we were heading lower. So let's see what happens with this surprise fundamental news that came out yesterday, I believe. Right after publishing my video from yesterday, Dogecoin prices jumped nearly 40% and shook out all those shorts. The leveraged bearish traders caught themselves on the wrong side of the trade after Coinbase Pro, a United States-based crypto trading platform, announced that it would enable Doge trading to its portal from Thursday going forward. Starting immediately, they said, we will begin accepting inbound transfers of Doge to Coinbase Pro. They said once sufficient supply of Doge is established on the platform, trading on our Doge USD, Doge BTC, Doge Euro, Doge Pound, and Doge USDT order books will launch in 3 phases: post only, limit only, and full trading. So the news prompted a sudden overnight spike across Doge spot markets, burning speculators who had placed bets on cryptocurrencies on the cryptocurrency's price decline. So now we have bullish calls back in the game. People are calling for another move up for Dogecoin. Dogecoin's latest move uphill also prompted observers to predict a $1 valuation in the coming sessions, a level Doge missed after peaking out at 76 cents on Binance. For instance, this one guy, Primordial Hash Rate, says Doge has picked up huge buys on the RSI buy zone. Here's my thing about where we are with Dogecoin. Again, I tell people, be very careful with this coin because it literally needs something bigger sequentially to keep the price propped up. It was heading toward like 11 cents without a shadow of a doubt. Without the Coinbase move, boom. Now we see it pump back up. It's at 40 something cents. Can it double from here? I actually do not think so. It needs to double and do some. It needs to double and some change to get to $1 at this point. I don't see it happening because it needs fun. It needs some news or some catalyst for that to happen. I don't see that being the case. Yes, Doge will be introduced to more traders on Coinbase Pro, but that also allows people to liquidate or sell those Doge that they have. So it's a double-edged sword there. I'm not convinced that we're going to $1. We need to see like Doge run for president or something. Like it's got to be something mega, something bigger than SNL, something bigger than Coinbase listing it on Coinbase Pro. Eventually, we all know the pattern here. Coinbase Pro initially lists a coin and then it will be listed on the actual Coinbase retail side. That will be another pump. I think definitely will be another pump, but I don't think it's big enough. I don't think it's big enough. So we'll see. Remember, Dogecoin is inflationary, so you're fighting against additional supply every year and also the need for more fundamental headline news to keep this thing going higher. Anything is possible, of course. Never thought we would see a 76 cent Dogecoin in my life. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think Dogecoin is going to do from here after the Coinbase listing? So let's talk about Taproot, because that's a big upgrade coming for, or maybe not, for Bitcoin. They have to get 90% consensus. The last 2 tries, I think the last try got 65% consensus, and I think this go round they're getting more. And so, you know, this Taproot upgrade will be deployed in November, provided that 90% of all Bitcoin miners back it, but they have to back it by August 11th. And so you may ask, what does this Taproot upgrade really do? Well, the proposed upgrade is expected to enhance Bitcoin's smart contract capabilities and boost privacy. The proposed soft fork will also require that enough miners signal support via the block creation process, a requirement for activation that has yet to be met. So the proposed update would combine the Schnorr signature scheme with the Merkle alternative script tree and leverage a new scripting language called TapScript. It would also make complex smart contracts like the ones requiring multi-signatures indistinguishable from regular Bitcoin transactions, enabling greater transparency. So this is setting the stage for even more transparency on the Bitcoin network. It's setting the stage for more fungibility on the network. This is good. Like, this is a big step in the right direction for Bitcoin. And it looks like most of the miners are in support of it. They need 90%, however, to actually activate it. If they can't get the 90%, they'll have to discuss this whole thing again and figure out if they're going to go for another vote in the future. This is very interesting because this will be a great case study for the future, because, you know, trying to achieve consensus with such a large, diverse, and dispersed group of participants is always extremely difficult, as we saw with SegWit. But they say here that Taproot is a reminder of the challenges of reaching consensus in a digital ecosystem. The challenges around Taproot are a reminder of why the latest major update was in 2017. This is one thing that I remember back in the day, maybe 2014 and 15, I would always hear Andreas Antonopoulos talk about there will be a point where it's going to be very hard to upgrade. It's going to be very hard to upgrade Bitcoin because it will be so big, so dispersed, that it will be darn near impossible. And so are we getting toward that point? I don't know. I wouldn't say yes, but I would say we're definitely going in that direction. Maybe the next 5 years, 10 years, you will be unable to great coordination and like 90% consensus upgrade Bitcoin again. So we'll see what happens. The miners are currently in the 3rd signaling period, which has 162 signaling blocks. Taproot failed to receive 90% support from miners in the last 2 signaling periods, and so in the last difficulty epoch, some mining pools had given mixed messages, signaling with some blocks and not with others. But this was likely because adding the infrastructure to signal takes time to roll out at large scale. So it's currently standing that it's an 85% miner support for Taproot at this point. So they only need 5% more. They probably will get it this go round. This will mark a very important Bitcoin upgrade, biggest one since 2017. So just wanted to keep you guys updated on that. Lastly, Vitalik Buterin. He's surprised that ETH 2.0 has taken so long. He was speaking partially in Mandarin at a virtual fintech forum, and so he admitted that building Ethereum has taken a lot more time than he had anticipated. With early ETH1 blockchain build estimates of around 3 months, it turned into 18 months. In reality, the upgraded version is taking substantially longer. He said, "We thought it would take 1 year to do ETH 2.0, but it's actually taken 6 years. And if you're doing a complex thing that you think will take a while, it's actually very likely to take a lot more time." So Buterin added that there have been a number of internal team conflicts in the past 5 years. It has taken Ethereum to get to where it is today. He says one of the biggest problems he's found with the project is not technical problems. It's problems related with people. Buterin stated that ETH 2.0 will be able to have the kind of scalability that large-scale enterprise applications expect when roll-ups and sharding are combined. However, this is important right here. That is unlikely to occur before late 2022 per the latest roadmap estimates. So I'm just going to let you guys know right now, I don't even think it's going to happen in late 2022. I'm thinking 2023, mid 2023, maybe even the latter half of 2023 before we see ETH 2.0 phase 1 really rocking and rolling, where they're giving you the speeds and bandwidth that they promised with this upgrade. The 2 chains will dock in late 2021 or early 22, according to the official documentation. And phase 1, which introduces scalability through sharding, is not expected until later in 2022. Well, again, I believe that is not going to happen. I believe we won't see phase 2, and the Ethereum 2.0 that you were sold on will not be available or ready till 2023, in my opinion. That's just Crypto Blood talking here. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. What does that mean for the price of Ethereum? I'm not too sure in the short run. I think if we have continuous money coming in from Wall Street, from retail investors, Ethereum is going to benefit from it because it's number 2. It's the second biggest crypto by market cap. So ultimately, money is going to spill over into that coin regardless. I think long term, Ethereum does have some issues. 5 years out, I think we'll see a make or break type of event with Ethereum. I believe there will be another blockchain that will be bigger than Ethereum, that will take over the market share of Ethereum at some point. Which blockchain that is, I don't have a crystal ball. But the best thing for you to do is invest in those competitors to Ethereum 2.0. And you know, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I just got to show you Blocktivity.info. This is what I use as an assessment of which blockchains have the potential to really take off. And I look at this list: Telos, Wax, HBAR, and EOS. That's what I'm using as a barometer. Let me know what you use in the comments below. That's pretty much it though for today, ladies and gents. Shout out again to Kimmy Some Love 42 for the song request, a Michigander. And if you found this video informative, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people. Holla!